Happy Halloween, Fox Squad! So Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad is undoubtedly the most popular character this Halloween. And well, we all know that she's a little crazy. So I decided to bring you this 2-part tutorial. If you're here for cute Harley, don't worry, we'll go over that first. But if you want to see decaying, bloody, zombie Harley, then stick around because it's gonna get gross. So you can buy a Harley Quinn wig, but my hair is already blonde, so I put it into pigtails. I used aqua color paints from Kryolan to color them red and blue. They're activated with water and very easy to use. Then I started to fill in my eyebrows to look as much like hers as possible. Hers are a little straighter and darker than mine and have a very natural look to them. If you're going to be wearing this look for Halloween, I highly suggest using a primer first so that your makeup doesn't melt off halfway throughout the night. Apply your lightest foundation. I'm using a concealer since my lightest foundation still wasn't as light as I wanted. You can really use whatever you want for this step. Then I'm priming my eyes and setting everything with some powder. For eyeshadow, I'm using this giant affordable makeup palette and I'm mixing these 2 red shades together and applying them to my right eye with a tapered fluffy brush. You don't have to be too careful or precise with this look because Harley's makeup was extremely messy, so you really can't mess this makeup up enough. I'm repeating the same step to the left eye using a blue shade from the palette. And I'm starting by placing the color on my eye and then smudging it all over the place with my finger. Don't worry if anything falls onto your face because that's actually what we want to happen. Next, I'm applying some gel eyeliner to create a wing. You can use liquid liner or a pencil for this, whatever is easiest for you. Then I'm also dragging that eyeliner down onto the bottom lash line. I'm filling in the waterline with a nude pencil and then blending out that bottom lash line with the blue and red eyeshadows to add to the messiness. This isn't necessary, but I wanted to add some black shadow to the outer corners of my eyes because I wanted it to look a little bit more dramatic. And then I also contoured my face and nose to look as much like hers as I could, which is another unnecessary step. To create the iconic colorful smudges underneath her eyes, I grabbed the red eyeshadow on my finger and dragged the color down onto my cheek. Make sure most of the color starts closer to your eyeball and then lightly fades the further away it gets. To make it look a little bit more streaky, I used a pencil brush and emphasized the smears with a deeper red eyeshadow. I repeated this on the left eye but with light and dark blue shades. Then I'm adding some mascara to the top and the bottom eyelashes. For her face tattoos, I used a black aqua color paint because it's super easy to work with as opposed to a thick eyeliner. For the letters, I started in the middle first so that I could evenly space them out on my cheek. I lightly mapped them out and then once I was happy with how it looked, I went over it again to darken up the letters and then added more detail to them. Moving on to the lips, I used a darker brown lip liner to outline my lips, and I also drew these lines in the middle, which will give the illusion of fuller looking lips. Then I added a matte red lipstick. In some shots, Harley has on a glossy lip, but if you're going to wear this for Halloween, I highly suggest a matte lipstick because it will last way longer throughout the night. I created an ombre effect just like Harley's lips by fading the deeper lip liner on the outer edges of the lip inwards. You don't need to add false lashes, but Halloween is the perfect time to experiment with them if you've never tried them before, so I popped them on to complete the look. And that's it for the classic Suicide Squad Harley Quinn makeup. All costume pieces can be found at your local costume store or online. Okay, moving on to Zombie Harley. I'm starting with liquid latex and a cosmetic sponge. Rip up the sponge so that it doesn't have a clean edge and apply the liquid latex wherever you want. Then I'm taking a ripped up piece of tissue paper and I'm laying it right over the liquid latex and then applying more liquid latex over the top of the tissue paper. And basically you're just going to repeat this for your entire face and neck. This is going to emulate a ripped up skin texture, and you can use this for multiple makeup looks, not just zombies. I also incorporated some cotton balls, just make sure that you unroll them first. I applied these the exact same way that I applied the tissue paper. If you get any strings that pull apart from the rest, then that's a good thing. It's just going to help give you more of that torn skin zombie effect. Keep repeating this wherever you want on your face and neck. To create even more of a gross skin texture, I added some oats to liquid latex in a cup and then added it to my face. This is going to make your skin look extra bumpy and disgusting when it dries. Once it dries, you can rip apart some of the cotton and tissue paper to create wounds in the skin. I'm using a popsicle stick to help me open up the dried latex, and then make sure you powder the crap out of your face. I'm using a flesh-colored aqua paint and covering all of the cotton and tissue paper with a foundation brush. Next, I'm using this deep red-purple aqua color for all of the deep holes and crevices in the face that we created. If it looks too light at first, don't worry. You can always build more color after it dries to deepen up the color. Then I'm using black and brown eyeshadows to deepen everything up on the face. The darker the color, the more sunken in and deep the wounds will appear. If you're recreating this at home and you feel like something is a little off, just deepen up everything, because in my experience, that's usually it. Next, I'm adding some gray aqua color paint to make me look a little bit more dead and sickly. I'm also adding some more deep brown shades to the torn skin areas, and also decided to add a little bit of green because it looked really disgusting. Don't forget to color in your ears, and you can even ask a friend to do the back of your neck because that will be showing since your hair is going to be up in pigtails. Time to add some blood. I'm applying this really thick, dark blood to all of the wounds using a Q-tip. I also randomly put blood on other parts of my face too, because why not? Finally, to make everything look extra bloody, I use chocolate syrup, or syrup, however you want to say it. You can also mix food coloring with corn syrup to create your own blood concoction. But that's it for Zombie Harley Quinn. If you're afraid that nobody will recognize that you're Harley Quinn, don't worry. Your costume and pigtails will be a dead giveaway. Get it? I hope you guys really like this video. Tag me on Instagram if you create this look for Halloween, and you'll definitely want to make sure that you hit subscribe so that you get notified when I post my next Halloween tutorial. Thanks for watching.